follow the way that many other states go, which is that the contractors bring those to a letting date. And at that time, we review their activities and hold them accountable for having good faith efforts. And if they don't, then we will not award those contracts. And
let me get one more question in here.
In order to implement a program like that, it is essential that we involve all the stakeholders at the table. And we're working with AGC, we're working with contractors like Ames and McFarlane and Schaefer and others, Lunda and others that
we've got time for one final question, Bernie.
Just one quick comment too, Al, on the good faith effort. To me, I'm Roosevelt Gaines. I'm a trade specialist here and at the Urban League, and good faith effort to me means that you don't want to hire any people of color. What that means is that you're just going to send out letters, and you're going to contact the Urban League, you're going to contact the agencies, and the contractors aren't going to be held accountable. The other thing, Bernie, I'd like to pose this to you. I'd like to see MnDOT take a more aggressive approach to including this community and hiring folks in form of pledges. Any contract that you give to award to a contractor and MnDOT work, that you do it in the form of pledges to these community agencies so that people like Toussaint Moore can have access to the jobs at MnDOT. And
we're down to our last 2 minutes. A couple of people want to ask questions. I'll just, Bernie, you'll just listen if you would. Question, say your name, sir.
Yeah, my name is Troy Parker. I'm a candidate for 4th Ward City Council, but I also was a DBE contractor, and I'm very aware of the fact that we have individuals that come in for jobs, and as far as we're talking about training skills, and you're aware that there are several individuals that come in from other states that are employed by all of these contractors. They are not licensed. They do not have the skills that are required by the state of Minnesota, and they are allowed to work on these jobs.
Next person, please.
We do need some type of equality.
30 seconds. Say your name, sir.
Zach Matuire. I just want to say, I believe that systemic change, especially when we talk about institutional racism, starts at home. And so I just want to say, if the administration and the people who in power and control there at MnDOT, if the focus hasn't changed where you now have people of color that are in charge of departments and things of that nature, I don't believe that we're going to have systemic change and institutional racism is going to change.
Thank you.
And then also I want to say, I wish that we had opportunity for a panel such as we have here before us today, had a chance to go before contractors and hold them accountable for noncompliance rather than have white people sitting at the table to hold them accountable.
One last 20 seconds. Go ahead. Say your name, ma'am.
Kenya McKnight, running for City Council, 5th Ward. I just think we can come up with some very simple solutions by revising the MnDOT guidelines and actually working with the community to do that, and to establish a new committee who will oversee and implement or enforce those guidelines.
Thank you so much. Well, we're out of time. It goes so quickly. Thank you so much from MnDOT. We appreciate you being here. We're glad that you're listening, and we think that's where it begins. Thank you for this panel and for all the work that you do. I'm Al McFarlane. Thank you, Nihan, for your co-hosting today. Join us next week. We'll be in studio at KFAI. It's the beginning of our 2-week pledge drive. We'll be back here after the 2 weeks of pledge drive. We enjoy being here with you in Minneapolis. I'm Al McFarlane. We'll see you next time.
Excellent.